Well, Bobby, Mr. Rush, how is your morning going aside from having to talk to this jabroni again?
Well, you said that Bill modest, but this make my day when it's just talking to you, man. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm on fire. I'm still enthused. I'm still learning and still blessed by having people like you want to talk to me about my music and about my career and the things that I'm doing. Thank you for that.
Sure. Well, congrats on Young Fashion Ways. And you have this great quote in the trailer that's on YouTube where he said, it's something like, if you don't like the blues, you probably don't like your mama. How
Yeah,
long have you
I,
been thinking that and saying that?
it was since 1957. I've been telling that for many years, 1957. I always talk about that because I heard a quote from Willie Dixon or someone said, if you don't like the blues, you got a hole in your soul. But I always talk about blues being the mother of all music, being the root like the of the tree, being the mother of all music. If you don't like the blues, you don't like your mama. And the
Right.
mama means the root of a thing. Beginning.
Yeah.
You know, you know.
Yeah, we've seen blues be a mainstream thing and a niche thing and a mainstream thing and a niche thing many times over the years. When did you kind of realize that you could be a blues artist your whole career and not worry about chasing hits?
I thought when I was about 8 years old, honestly, my daddy being a preacher, and I thought my daddy was going to ask me to sing in the choir or be a part of the church, which I was, but he never told me to sing the blues. He never told me not to. And that time I came up, people around me were talking about the blues was the devil music. My
Hmm.
daddy being a preacher never talked to me about the devil music. He just talked to me about be good at what you do, whatever that is. And that was a green light for me. And I knew right then I was going to be a blues singer. While I was waiting on getting it, my cousin gave me a guitar. He said, bring that guitar here, boy. Being a preacher now. He said, let me show you how to play it.
Right.
My daddy could play. He said, let me sing a little song I used to sing to a girl when I was back your age. I thought he gonna sing glory, glory, hallelujah when I laid my burden down. Or either about my mama. He said, cleared his voice. He said, hey, my gal, what you take it, pin, hon? She fell down and I saw something. I thought, wow, my daddy saw something. I said,
Yeah, he
Daddy.
saw.
I said, how big was it? He said, oh, 350-pound boy about that wide. I said, what you had on? He said, nothing but a dress. And the wind was blowing. you know, uh, I knew right then I was going to sing about skinny ladies, fat ladies, and be a blues singer. I knew that. You know, I knew that from that time. My daddy had okayed it for me.
Sure. In your case, and this is intended to be a compliment, you're not just a singer, you're an entertainer, you're a band leader. You're guiding what's going on, but you're also an excellent guitarist. Were you the total package back when you started?
Yeah, because that's all I had. Because all I knew was myself, setting myself up in the bathroom, in the outer house, whatever. I had nobody. I had no band. I had to play bass, the guitar, and do the harp around my neck and with my guitar. I was just one main band thing, man. And when I
Hmm.
started recording, I was still that main. I recorded everything I did in the past by myself, most of it by myself, and I overdubbed the band after I after I had set the plan and the direction, with
Hmm.
my that's what I'm the one man band thing. So it's easy for me now to go acoustic to do some one-on-one kind of a thing because that's where I started from, man. It's nothing new. I just added the band to it to be commercially so I could get outplay on the radio and the whole bit and
Hmm.
and people could see the band because it's not about playing, it's about entertaining. Because this is
Right.
the entertaining bit, not playing bit, and not singing, not guitar playing. All that's good, but overall, you got to be a good entertainer. That's what I
And
am.
on this new record, you re-record, I think it's four of your older songs.
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
that Kenny's idea or is that your idea?
No, I brought it to the table, not knowing that he gonna fall into it. And when I brought it to the table, oh man, this guy, man, he just an old soul, man. I brought
Hmm.
things to the table that was 100 years old. He fell into it like it was today. You know,
Right.
God, I didn't never thought that he was gonna be the main and a person who understood what he understood about the blues. Yeah, but I'm in love with it, man, because two reasons. He's from my home state.
Yeah.
He's a young man, and he gave me the reason for singing a song like old fashioned ways and young fashioned ways. He's this young guy. I'm this old guy. But I should have sung it the other way around because he this old guy in the head, although he's young. But he thinks like 90 years old, man. God, and he understands, you know. I'm surprised about it.
Yeah, he's very interesting in that he's either the oldest young person on the planet or the youngest old person because he's what, 30 years into his career,
Yeah,
yet he's
yeah.
only 50, something like that.
But he started so early.
Yeah.
He's almost like a Michael Jackson, but at the blues because he started when he was a kid, and he knows about the roots of the old stuff.
Hmm.
Although he modified his licks into the old stuff, which makes
Right.
me today. It's a modification, and he makes me look good because he modified the things that I do, the things that I did, and the things I want to do. You know, here I am enjoying myself. Never thought this was gonna come by in my life. I'm at the point in my life now. This is the best point of my life I've ever been in because of,
Oh,
oh yeah, this is. I'm talking about satisfaction. I don't know where this is gonna take us on the road. We're gonna start rehearsing and getting this stuff to down, find out what we're gonna take on the road, what we're gonna do, and as we do it, Darren, we are learning what not to do. You know, as we do it, and I'm a quick learner, and the first night or two we out, I can tell you what not to do. I mean, I can tell you what to do, but I can tell you what not to do.
right. I know that he's hitting the road for Experience Hendrix next month.
Yeah,
That's what he's doing. What's
yeah.
the touring schedule looking like for you in the coming months?
I'm going to Georgia this weekend. Next
Mhm.
weekend, I'm going to Indianapolis. After that, I'm going to Philadelphia, to Pennsylvania, up east. Then I got some things to do in St. Louis. Then me and Kenny gonna get together the next month. We're gonna do New Orleans. We're gonna do Arkansas, Portsmouth,
Mhm.
Arkansas. Let's see what we're gonna do. Springfield, Missouri, some part of Kansas City, uh, Omaha, and we've got a lot of dates. I don't have them in front of my face now, but
You,
I'll put
you
them up.
seem to know a lot of them. Are we going to get you in New York eventually?
Yeah, oh yeah, we got some New York dates for April or May. Yeah.
That's fantastic. So it's great to see that you haven't stopped, you haven't slowed down the touring or the recording or anything like that. But are you thinking about the next album besides this, or is this one good enough for a while?
No, I'm gonna say this before Kenny get hit. Yes, I thought about it. If this work, I'm a, I just work, man. I got some things that I in my head. If this work, if this don't work, even the things I got in my head, that I'm planning to do, I could
Mhm.
alternate it to the things I should do by
Right.
how this tour going. I can tell. I can write to it. I can write to the thing that we need most, make things work. Yeah.
Well said. Well, I have a couple quick questions for you, and then I'll let you go because a lot of people want to speak to Bobby Rush today. And the first question I have is, what's on your catering rider? What do you like to eat when you have the choice of the catering on the road?
A lot of seafood and not too much fried food. I, I probably haven't had a steak in 30 years
Wow.
because I eat too much meat. I'm not a meat eater, and I do it because not because I don't like it, because for health reason, and I exercise and I get up and do my little walk and a little run, my bicycle, and the whole bit. I had a drink in 1957. I hadn't had one before or since. I had three beers with muddy water in 1957. I never had a beer since before. I never had a cigarette, never smoked, and had no form of action in my life. That don't mean I'm so good because I got a lot of stuff wrong with me. I still look
Well,
I still look at big lady ladies and they will kill you too. Sorry
Well,
about that, but
we all have to have something.
yeah,
That's the
yeah.
key. And
I'm not talking about I'm so good because I'm just so blessed not to have some issue. And I'm as an old man, I'm pretty healthy. When I say pretty healthy, I'm not as fast as I used to be, but still going, and I'm still in tune, and I'm still learning.
Mhm.
Still, I still have hope about what I'm doing. And with
Sure.
talking to you this morning, have Kenny playing with me on this record, it put another life into
Sure.
another
Well,
life.
two questions, and then you're free. That's the two-question warning. Some artists I speak with, when they get to a new city, they have this is what I like to do in every city. And some people, it's I go to the minor league baseball stadium. Other people, it's the brewery, the coffee shop. Do you have a thing that you do in every city that you go to?
Yeah, I kind of go to the lower part of the town and write about the lower thing, the underprivileged people, see what they doing, so I can write about that,
Hmm.
and then break that into what the nicer neighborhood, see what they doing, and I ride through and see what they doing, from the poor to the rich and all in between, and I write about those kind of things.
Hmm.
And I found out through my writing, through my looking, men or women, we want the same thing in life, whether we in the ghetto or where we live on top of the hill or in Beverly Hills or wherever. We pretty much want the same thing: good
Hmm.
life, some money, a good love, be loved and be in love, and pretty much want the same thing. You and I can go into a room, and if I see 100 ladies, I can say, "Hey, man, I see some pretty ladies here." You can bet you the average man gonna like what I like, because we all kind of know what a pretty woman look like, you know. And then, hey, we want to we want a good looking lady, we want someone we love, we want someone to love us, we want some money, we want a nice house, we want some kids, we want to be profitable in our life, we want to do things great and have things great done to us. And
Hmm.
we must want that's the same thing. It's the same thing. We all want the same thing. That's kind of
Sure.
like what my base my life, you know. That's what I write about. I go look at that and write about those kind of things.
And last thing I want to know before I let you go, and this could be a little stupid, but did you ever accidentally get any mail or letters that were intended for the band Rush?
Yeah. Why would you ask me that? You must be reading my mind. Yeah, uh, I get one lady. This lady, I saw her a long time ago. She'll change a lot in the year.
Hmm.
Talking about the Bus Band. Now, I guess I got blacker. I'm this black man. She said I changed it. She was being nice to me. She wanted to say the color of my skin. She said, "You sure changed a lot over the years." I know where she was coming from, but she was trying to be modest about it.
Well,
And I texted back, I said, "They do change in life. That's why I left it like that. Thank you for calling."
good answer. Well, Bobby, thank you for the decades and decades of great art. Hope to see you live in New York in the spring, whenever that is. Looking forward to the next record, and congrats on this record with Kenny Wayne.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, man.
My pleasure.
Let
And
me, let me say before I go, let me say before,
yeah,
thank you for what you have done. Thank you for what you're doing, for what you say about me and my music and this record, what people perceive in advance.
Paltrocast.